Hey, this is Phil. Welcome back to my Novice to Grandmaster Progressive series. I am a top 10 player. I am a Grandmaster in Fixed Progressive and 1v1s. On this account, I'm a master, 18,528. I'm 16 and 7, and my longest win streak was 7. So please subscribe and follow. Done. Okay, we're playing New Zealand and Australia, 6-player progressive. It's the map of the week. I haven't played this one before. I played a 1v1 on this just for funsies. So we'll see how it goes. Right now I'm thinking like maybe I should have made this 4 players. There's 24 plus 14 is 35. There's only 35 territories. I do have this nice one to hit here in Townsville. Um, I'm worried about this 4 in Null Bar. These are all connected, so maybe I can get them together somehow. So maybe that's my first hit is to add 2 to this one, attack northern and southwest, and move my 5 up. I would like to be able to get out of this 4, but attacking a 2, I don't know if it's worth it. We'll see what dark blue does here. I have a stinking suspicion that Napier is gone. Okay, so let's look at the continents and how they break out. +3s for Victoria and Tasmania and Southern Australia and North Island, and then +4s for South Island and Western Australia, and +5s for Northern Territory and Queensland. My 4 is gone. Okay, so maybe in this game I end up making one big stack. Luckily I get the +5 or the 5 troops on my first turn, so that'll help me be back at 21 and not be super weak. Maybe we'll see what happens. Okay, so they didn't take out my 2 right away. I don't really know what they're doing. Do I migrate them apart or do I migrate them together? I'm going to add 1 to this too because it's not a big cost. But if I can save that stack over there, then it might be worth it. And then I'm going to add the rest to this too and attack with this 5 and move over to that too. And that's what I think I'm going to do and have 3 different spots. Okay, so this is something to think about when you're playing fixed or progressive, right? Is instead of like stacking one army, I stacked 2 in hopes to save them all. And I think that's the higher percentage play from what I've seen because people don't want to hit 6 and 5s. They want to hit lower numbers. So I should be able to save all of these troops now, except for maybe these ones that I'm leaving behind, instead of maybe losing like a 2 or a 3. I've seen Master Rick's video. Yeah, I've seen all of Master Rick's videos. So I watched Master Risk, and then I discovered Champion Ever from Master Risk, and then I discovered Gabe from Champion Ever, and um, I watched all of their videos, and then when I started making videos, Gabe wasn't making as many. Risk Forever was kind of like once every 2 weeks or once every week, and Pete was making them, but he was only doing progressive. So I was like, well, there's I would like to see more content. So there's room for someone to make like a channel where you play multiple different game modes and styles. Uh, but now a lot of people do it. Yeah, he does have a Master Risk has a drier sense of humor, but um, I did like watching him. So he is more conservative in fixed cards than me. Oh, you subbed to me, David D Gamer? Thank you. Oh, and you think I explain my aneurysm? That's so nice. He says I explain my thought process better than anyone. Yeah, yeah. I kind of pride myself on uh, as someone who does this as trying to um, explain my thought process, and then also I hope that my thought process evolves over time as I get better. And so a lot of times people will comment, and sometimes I'll agree with them, and sometimes I'll disagree with them. But I take it to heart and I think about it quite deeply because there's a lot of good players out there, and being able to get their input on my games just by having them on YouTube, I think is pretty great. Okay, so I think I want to move my 5 west if I can, up here, this 5 and Karen's. Am I worried about this 3? I am worried about this 3 because I really want to add to that 3 to have that third position, but I don't want to lose it. But I could add 1 and make it a 4, and then I would just be down to 17. I'm also worried about this 5 because I think that 8 might come over. So, okay, is light blue botting out? Okay, light blue's botting out. I do maybe want to move away. Do I want to move away from light blue? I'm going to put 1 there. Put the rest here. I'm going to tack down. These are all basically one location, except for that 4. Just afraid the bot's going to hit me. Oh yeah, the game. I remember. He just sat and did nothing for the whole game. Yeah. There are times where I think he had the game won too, and he didn't, and he expanded instead of just killing people. So like when I see the games won, I like go and I kill people. I like I kind of like try to steamroll through the whole map. And there are times where he had the game won and he would just like slowly expand for another 20 minutes. Um, so, but yeah, he was good. He was interesting to listen to, and he was kind of like starting it all off basically. Yeah, yeah. In fixed cards, you can certainly um, stack stack and not take a card and survive, especially if everybody else is attacking each other a lot. Because if they're getting continents and not attacking each other, their production is going to be really high, and then someone should kill you eventually. In progressive cards, that can be super costly. So am I right? Is this 4 going to be gone? Should I have not added 1 there? see how good this player is. I haven't looked at anybody yet. No, they just attacked twice for no reason. 45 and 291. Where are you going to fortify that 9? Way over there? Okay. That 4 survives. So I start stacking on the 4. What is he going to do with that 9? I don't know. Okay, so I have my 3 positions, but 2 are close. I wish I was on the other side of the map as well. I'm relatively strong. Actually, I'm one of the strongest players. No cards have been traded in yet. The light blue bot is the weakest. No, yellow is the weakest, but I don't have a beat on yet. I have to come through a ton to get to yellow. So, uh, and purple is very aggressive. You're not going to hold it because dark blue already showed that they're going to attack you. Wow, there's a lot going on. Thank you everyone for being here and talking. New to this game, any tips for a noob? Okay, when I first started, and I think this works really well, I played a few hundred single player games and I was focused on progressive, but you need to pick progressive or fixed when you first start and you need to learn one. And so I played a few hundred single player games and then um, I started playing online games. So I was playing progressive, so I had a 35-minute lunch break and I would play um, a 6-player progressive on the classic map on my lunch break, and then I had 2 other 15s, and I would play um, 4-player progressive Iceland on those two. So like what I was doing was I was learning the basics of progressive by playing on a small map that didn't take very much time when I had a short amount of time, and on a regular map when I had a lot of time. So I just got a lot of games, a lot of reps in, and then I would also have a single player game going all the time, so I could just learn like routing, how progressive games work, how to win. Um, and then on top of that, I watched many videos. So like you could watch my videos, you can watch, like Pete's videos if you're learning progressive, if you're learning fixed. I would recommend um, going through maybe all of Risk Master games and all of Champion Ever's games. Um, and just like watch videos, so like fill in your time. I think it sounds really crazy, but I think that's kind of the key is fill in your time, figuring out how to fill in your time with learning risk if you want to learn risk. But in progressive cards, we're playing progressive cards, you want stacks on different parts of the map and you want them to be disconnected. So right now I'm all kind of close. I don't like this, but I was just kind of forced into this situation. But ideally I'd want like one where my 9 is, and then one maybe where my 14 is, and one way over here where this 8 is or something. And that makes it hard for other people to kill you because they have to go through a bunch of other people's troops. And it makes you have kill routes on every part of the map. Um, so that's the basics to it. When you're going through your first round, unless you're super weak, you generally don't trade in until you have 5. And then after that, most of the time, you trade in as soon as you have cards. Um, and what you're looking to do is you're looking to kill people after the first set of trades or when it's worth it, right? So when it's worth it, like when the trades are worth 17 or more, and I can get cards from light blue, it's worth it to kill light blue. Okay. So you're looking for scenarios like that to kill people when it's worth it. On top of that, you want to be able to trade in turns. So anytime you get 5 cards while it's your turn from killing people, then you get to trade in right away. That's really important because if you end up with 3 cards or 4 cards, you get a kill, it was worth it. You end up with 3 cards or 4 cards, then usually that means you die because somebody else sees your cards and they take them. So that would be my suggestions. That's a lot of words, I know I said, um, but that would be my suggestions. Also now, a lot of other people are making videos as too. Like Cowboy makes them sometimes, Cosmic Cowboy, and he's free for all world champ, and Marin has a couple, and right now Vicky Dix is making a Novice to Grandmaster Progressive series that I've been watching. And then if you're trying to learn 1v1, Zirip and Sam have 1v1s out there, but there's no explanation. It's just the video, no sound for the most part. Is he not getting a card? So long explanation on how I think people should get better at the game of Risk. Okay. So light blue traded because light blue's a bot and they trade early. Right now, I'm thinking teal or what? No, tan is probably the person I want to kill. But not yet. Not for a while. That's what's going through my head when I'm playing. Right. So I'm thinking like, do I need to trade to stay alive? Um, that's the first question. And if the answer is yes or yes maybe, then I do it. And then I'm thinking, um, ooh, hitting dark blue hard. I'm thinking about possible kills and setting myself up for them, and also being like inconspicuous while I do it. Yeah, I think there's a lot of good people out there now, and I definitely watched all of Master Risk videos. Yeah, and fixed cards, a lot of times being more passive, especially on global dom, it's just the way to go. Um, so yeah, I've tried a lot of other strategies, and I just don't like. I had like a 70% win rate when I did my Novice to Grandmaster series, and you just don't get that win rate from like starting a lot of fights. How do I get to yellow? Do I want to get to yellow? 19? I think I do. I can kill yellow. I can kill dark blue. And then yellow. And then nobody. Zerp is really good. Yeah, it would be great if he did. Okay, so see how tan killed yellow, but tan doesn't have the instant trade. So tan is somebody I should probably think about killing. What's the trade's worth? 12? 15. I think I win this game, guys. I think I come through and I kill dark blue. I think I'll have enough to kill tan and first strike purple. Who else is in the game? 32. We'll see if I have enough to kill tan after this. Always get your +2. 20. 32. I should have enough, and if not, I have another army that can maybe hit him. This should be enough. Okay. I hit purple with everything. I'll have a trade next time. That's a GG. That's a GG. If he doesn't take a card, okay. I'm going to try to kill light blue before I kill purple. Just because, come on. Light blue did not finish the game. So I put some here and some here. We'll see if I can. Otherwise, I'll just come through and kill purple. Don't kill purple. I'm going to do it. Okay. Okay. How many do I need? I need... There we go. Give the person a second that stayed around. Very good. Good game. Well played. Good luck. I wonder if he stuck around to see that he got second. Yes, progressive is far, far faster than fixed. Okay. 2-0 tonight. Let's check out my opponents. Beginner, 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 novice, intermediate. Okay. Very good. A win's a win. And let's check out my rank. 16.063, and that makes me 17-7. So that must have been game 24. Okay, very good. Subscribe and follow.